Hi, and welcome to Spring Hill Middle School, home of the Spartans. Our main priority at this school is to make sure that our students and staff are safe. So as you enter the building, you'll notice the metal detectors. Even though it's intimidating to students to see those machines there, I find it as a great opportunity to really have a conversation with the students that walk through the door. We also have the opportunity to see every single student that walks through that door, and we can build relationships with those students and start their morning off right, because you never know what they're coming into the building with. You'd be surprised how a good morning, a hello, how are you doing can change the whole mindset of a student as they walk in. From the murals on the wall to the decorations in the case, it makes for an inviting space for anybody that enters into this building.
I am Paula May Shaka, and I teach 6th grade ELA. When I speak about Spring Hill, I speak of family. In 2018, I came to Spring Hill to teach ELA. Moving here from the Philippines was really a great adjustment for me. But my family, Spring Hill, never failed to support me during my transition. So the support and the assistance were really remarkable. Spring Hill is really a great school to teach. It upholds its mission for its students to reach its full potential. Our administrators take pride of their staff as we all work together to creating a safe and meaningful environment for our students. All staff work collaboratively to mentor our students to be a responsible members, not just of our school, but of the community as well. Here at Spring Hill, we emphasize 4 core values, and we tell our young Spartans every day that they need to roar, and that is respectful, organized, attentive, and responsible. So we focus on these 4 core values. It's because these are the guiding principles we want our students to live by. I have really grown so much here, but not just professionally, but also in all aspects of my life, coming from a different country. And I could say that I am a proud member of Spring Hill Middle School.
I'm Brandi Bullock. I'm an attorney here in Scotland County. I have 2 children that came to Spring Hill Middle School. I still have 1 child that's still here in 8th grade. My daughter is in the 8th grade here at Spring Hill. She played volleyball here, and she's on a wonderful team. She really enjoys her time here. She's happy to get up every day and come to school. She really started blossoming in the 7th grade. My son came to school here at 8th grade, and he was actually here for his full academic experience in middle school. We are a family that came from private school, and I decided to put my children back into public school from private school. I really enjoyed the teachers that are here. I enjoyed the principal here, and so we really have had a great experience while we're here. So my son really started to blossom in the 8th grade. He had a fantastic 8th grade team. It was a team of all women, but he really started to blossom and grow and started to come out of his shell in the 8th grade. My daughter really started to blossom in the 7th grade. Daughter has a disability, and the teachers make sure that she is meeting her full potential and making sure that she has every opportunity and every accommodation that she needs to have, and making sure that she knows what she needs to know and has everything that she needs to have to make sure that she is meeting her full potential. We really have enjoyed the academic experience here. The teachers have been wonderful in terms of academics. They have really made sure that my children have learned everything they needed to know. And my daughter wakes up every day and she's excited to come to school. And for a parent of a middle school child, that's very important. Middle school is a very emotional time for kids, and that's just important. And it's a good thing whenever your child is excited about coming to school, especially when it comes to subjects like math and science. She really feels like she understands math, where she might not have understood it before. She really understands it, and that's really important. So the academic experience has been important to us. The teachers are very caring. They take in my children as if they are their own child, and so they make sure that there are open lines of communication. There's open lines of communication with the teachers as well as the principal. The principal has an open door policy. I can call her at any time. I have her personal number. I can send her a text message if there's any issues. And so there's been no issues with communication in terms of teachers or with the principal, and I really enjoy that about this school.
My name is Mia Johnson. I'm an 8th grade student here at Spring Hill. I love that Spring Hill gives me the opportunities to embrace my uniqueness and nourishes my interests. I am currently president of our Beta Club, and I've served on our volleyball and basketball team for these last 2 years. I do other things that I personally like, such as yearbook club and learning Spanish and doing band. Our staff never fails to give guidance and support to us students. They have constantly taken time in and out of school to support me and us students. I would define our school culture with a quote saying, "All students have the potential to succeed." They never limit success to one standard and one mind. Every interest is acknowledged, never overlooked. The most important is all the teacher and staff always at the end of the day have one end in mind, and that is to help all students succeed.
My name is Jordy Patterson. Currently, I am an ELA instructor for Spring Hill Middle School, 8th grade. I was at my last school and my principal was leaving, so I got a call from Miss Lewis, and when I met her, she just gave me the right, feeling, and I felt like this was a place that I would have an understanding principal, and I know how important that's been. So that's the reason I ended up here, because I felt like the principal kind of understood who I was and maybe what my objectives were. We have a big problem with kids being behind and not really having the knowledge that's necessary, or the prerequisite knowledge that's necessary to really engage with 8th grade curriculum. So my focus is really the student as a person first, because it's very difficult to teach somebody who doesn't have confidence, they don't have objectives, they don't have goals, they don't really understand what they're doing or why they should do it. So that's always my first objective, is to look at the student and see how can I motivate this student. And once I motivate this student, what they decide to do after that, whether that's college, whether that's some entrepreneurship, I'm open to all of that, and I just want each student to be successful in a way that works for them. I think the biggest culture here is a culture of support, especially between staff members. Now, that's not really spread out throughout the whole school just yet. It's kind of like in pockets. But I think once we make a concerted effort to address that, I feel like we'll have a very strong support system here. As far as the students, we always want them to succeed. We always want them to excel and to reach their potential. So I can't say there's it's a marked or a very prominent culture, but I think it's slowly developing into something that could be positive for staff and students.
My name is Carmen Herring. I'm the Spanish teacher here in Spring Hill Middle School. I'm from Guatemala, and of course, I came to this country 6 years ago. I got the opportunity to come to Scotland County Schools and open the Spanish program. So I have been teaching in this school for 6 years. And one of the things that I like about the school is it has helped me not just to experience a different culture, but also I have had the opportunity to teach and learn at the same time. One of the things that I like about this opportunity is like I can contribute with the school in many different ways. And one of the things that I can mention that I really like is that I can practice the 7 habits in my class with my kids. And that's what they learn, like about be proactive, start with that end in mind, also like think about win and win. So it means not just we work as a team, but at the same time it gives us the opportunity like help each other. So when I came to the school, it was really hard for me because I didn't speak the language, and I'm still learning. I mean, daily is a learning for me and for them, so I can teach my language and they can teach me their language. So it's an exchange program. So it has been like such an amazing experience also because I have the opportunity to use my methodology and also like, for example, teach based on the 4 skills, that is speaking, reading, listening, and writing. And all these together give me the opportunity like to know my students, but at the same time to teach them how to be responsible, how to be proactive, how good we can be if we work together. You come to my school, I call my school because I feel like it's part of me. Definitely you're gonna see a lot of aspects that are gonna help you to understand how good we try and learn every day to keep this environment that help to create and sustain a school culture. And definitely if you come to Spring Hill, you will hear like hola, adios, because it's also part of what we are creating here. We are creating an environment where the students feel free to speak, to use what they are learning, even though it's not part of their native language. So you're gonna hear like maybe in a state of bye, adios, or maybe hola and no hello, but that's what this is all about.
I'm Yakisha Smith. I'm an international teacher from Jamaica. This is my 4th year at Spring Hill Middle School. My students are motivated through different activities. They are encouraged to express themselves on a daily basis. They are given the opportunity to build positive relationships with their peers and with their teachers. We have a team of dedicated staff who seeks to meet the needs of their students. They go the extra mile through planning on a weekly basis, and they provide engaging activities for their students.
My name is Dan Hersey. I'm the Athletic Director, Health and Physical Education Coordinator. I have been here since the school opened in 2001, and this is year 28 for me overall. Facility is very modern. It's been extremely well upkept. As far as sports facilities here, we have a baseball, softball field. We have a combo football, soccer field. We have instituted cross-country, so we have a cross-country track around the school and around the facilities. We have implemented and changed a practice field to a golf practice range where we also can practice other sports on as well. The indoor facility is built on the middle school concept back when it was 4th through 6th grade. So the basketball court's a little smaller than we like, but it's very well done, nice hardwood court. Everything's extremely nice out here. For our athletes here, we expect our kids to be student athletes, students first. They're held to a higher standard than most of our other kids as their role models. Their grades are expected to stay a little higher than everybody else's. Most coaches hold them very strict. If they start to flunk a class, almost all the coaches will pull them off from competition until they get their grades up. There's a lot of availability for tutoring to help our kids out. And as far as behavior in the school, we have in-school suspension and out-of-school suspension criteria where if they're in school suspension, most coaches are going to bench them or not even take them to a game. Out-of-school suspension, they're automatically removed from the team until their parents, themselves, administration, myself, and anybody they want to bring in can come in for a hearing. And we discuss what they need to do to stay on the team. As far as students, we have students from all walks of life here. And one thing that I've seen is they all merge together. They all find ways to work together, play together, interact with each other. It's not very broken down by cliques and sex and race or anything else. I mean, everybody interacts with everybody else, especially when all the classes are split up that way. The faculty, very big group. I think we have close to 50 or 60 teachers here now. We work together. We have to. We become a family. Everybody knows what's going on with everybody else. When anybody needs help, they ask, and there's always somebody there to help, which makes a big difference in the classroom, because then if they're having a problem with a student, there's always somebody who's already had that kid who can come in and help and give them support, whether it be the kid support or the teacher the support that they need in order to get through to them.
My name is Arlene Grady, and I'm the art teacher here at Spring Hill Middle School. I teach grades 6th, 7th, and 8th. I came to Spring Hill Middle School in February of 2018, and I have been here ever since. When I first saw this classroom, I was amazed of how large it was, and I saw a lot of blank walls, so I got very excited as an art teacher. I saw a blank canvas that I could just do whatever I wanted on, and when I started painting the walls, I wanted to create a space that my students were so eager to get into, and I wanted to kind of mix Alice in Wonderland meets Willy Wonka a little bit. And I noticed when the students walk by that they're intrigued. They want to know what is around that corner, because when you look at the classroom, it's very colorful. I have LED lights, but there's also not one space empty. There's posters all around that have a lot of things about art. Why art? Because I get that question a lot. Why do we need art? But I have my standards posted, but it's in such a way that it's appealing to the eye, it attracts the students in. But I definitely want to create a space that students want to stay and learn, and that they're engaged. So I had the opportunity to create murals around the school. When COVID happened, that gave us a lot of time off, because that transition between teaching the students, we weren't really sure what to do at that point. So for about 5 weeks, I presented to my principal some ideas, and she was so supportive. She really took onto it, and for 5 weeks, I painted this mural that when students walk down the hallway, they recognize people. Even if they don't know those people, they ask their teacher, who is that person? So there's this learning going on as they're walking in the main hallway. The one thing I like about this school is that when you walk into the building, it just feels so welcoming. And when you walk down the hallways, the teachers are saying hi to you, they're saying hi to the students, and they just make it a place that you really want to come and stay, and it's inviting.